it a surprise? I must move these bells. Oh, they're going to keep getting twanged every few minutes, aren't they, when I'm aggressively shuffling? Okay. We have the Queen of Swords here first. Now, this is either going to be a Libra or Aquarian or a Gemini female, which suggests that because we're getting the Queen of Swords a lot in the royal readings, then it could be something with Sophie. It could be something with Sarah. It looks like there's some type of strategy, though. To be honest, he's hurt. The Three of Swords in reverse. There's an old wound there with the king. And it could be something that's happened with regarding Andrew and Fergie and all of that kind of stuff, but there's this old wound there. And this has got to the king. Now, if you know anything about tarot, you'll know that there are yes and no cards in tarot. The king has already said no. There's a level of cruelty with this. Did you see how gleeful they all were? Well, how gleeful Megsy was. How gleeful Harry was. The Eight of Wands. It's just been a lot of communication. Oh, we can come back. We're not that bad. Oh, we didn't mean it like that. There's been so many puff pieces. And I think the king is quite exhausted by it all. Interesting that the Queen of Swords has come out at the starting point. Like I say, there is two. I know Anne technically could be that Queen of Swords energy, but to be fair to Anne, she would come through as Queen of Wands or Leo strength. The Six of Swords. The king was propositioned with this idea when his younger son arrived. The king didn't want Harry to come over. I'm just going to, I mean, I've read that before, but the Six of Swords in reverse, he just wants them to build their life overseas and keep building it overseas and stay there. King Charles gets called daft a lot. He gets called daft a lot. Let's be honest. Everybody's like, ooh, Charles and Diana. Ooh. Charles did this. Charles talked to a tree once. And people who paint him like that are missing several tricks with him. He's the clever bloke. He's the theatrical kind of guy, but he's also very well read and a very much a student of human behavior. The fact that the Queen of Swords is upright, just wait. This is a long game with the king. the Magician in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. He knows what it's all about. The Knight of Wands is on the mind part, the mind part of the reading. That Knight of Wands, he knows where this is coming from. It's coming from Megsy. Wands relates to fire signs in the tarot. Megsy is a fire sign. And he's young Wands, even though technically Megan could come through as Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's a lot younger than him. So I feel like he knows that people are just trying to create drama, just trying to show off. Look at us, look at what we do. And the Ace of Cups is in reverse. Part of my prediction for the Harkles in 2024 is they're going to come after Queen Elizabeth's memory more. They're going to try and take any royal that's died in the last 100 years and try and attach their brand to them. The Ace of Cups in reverse, I think the king knows that they've been sending them black magic, you know, because we have the Magician in reverse, and he knows as well with the Ace of Cups that this is just a load of hot air and empty gestures. I love my family. If he loved his family, he wouldn't have done half of the things that he's done to his family. The Knight of Cups and the World completion. There is going to be more coming out about this for the rest of the year, I feel. The Magician in reverse, there's a definite feeling there that the Harkles are going to try and make things happen. The king does not want them to happen. I don't believe the king wants the Harkles, married or not, back in the monarchy anywhere near it. The Knight of Cups in reverse. He's hoping that Harry isn't just trying to steal the limelight from William. However, he's concerned about William in all of this and all of this noise and how William must feel. So that is very interesting. The World is a completion. Look at us, look at me, center stage, da 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 da. Now the king doesn't necessarily need that energy. He doesn't need to be center stage. He's the king. He gets treated like that all the time. But there's going to be, I feel like there's something coming down the tracks. The king doesn't want him. It actually hurt him. I think the no that was said has been twisted around, and like Harry probably left it like, yeah, but you know, we'll talk about it another time. And the king's probably went along the lines of, yes, just carrying on no, we don't need anything. And Harry's kind of like left it open for them to ask things. But Harry doesn't speak, even though he's British, he doesn't understand the nuances of British society. Like, oh, it's okay, we'll manage. It's just saying, no, I don't want your help. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's all to play victim. Completely. Now, I know some of you Americans won't get this reference, but doesn't that magician look like Lovejoy? Ian McShane? Doesn't he? Weird. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. You love Joy. You see the resemblances. I love you, McShane. He was in Deadwood. Yeah, he was in the American Gods as well. You had to Google Lovejoy. Let's have a look and see what Harry meant, and then we'll clear the deck. John Wick. Was he in John Wick? Was he? Was he McShane in John Wick? Is it Lovejoy Ways an antique dealer? Yeah. You're American, but I don't claim Megan. No, she's yours. She's yours. You can have both of them, Lilith. Both of them. They are yours. It was said in his interview that he has his own family now. Really? He said that? I have my own family now, so I don't need the one. I'm wait till Lily Bucks is older. Of course he was in John Wick, I suppose. He was in Pirates as well. Only if they become the next Lord Klaus. They already not. They already Lord Klaus. They just don't know it. Hello, Bones. Is it true Beatrice made Beatrice Duchess of Sussex? No, that's not true. It's not. Unfortunately, there was a rumor that what you call them, River dispelled it. There was a rumor about Lady Louise, Sophie and Edward's daughter, that she had been made the Duchess of Sussex, but no, unfortunately this is not true as well. So like, I was like, what's he going on about in his video? And I clicked it, and he was basically telling people to be wary of like those AI what you call them, AI videos. You meant Lady Louise, yeah. So River telling people not to click on a video got me to click on a video. I've been trying to have like a bit of a Harkles detox, but every time I go on Twitter or Reddit or okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what Scheming McSchemerson, the Harkle himself, Friar Tuck, down on his luck, Friar Tuck. Let's see what's going on with him with these cards. Using the Garbage Pail Kids cards, because, you know, he is a garbage pail kid. Five of Cups. Oh, at the center of this is a little bit of recollections may vary. I think he is regretful. I think this man does protest too much. He's a little bit regretful. He's come to realize how much he liked the monarchy. Yeah. He liked all the bits that he said he didn't like. He likes the pomp, he likes the ceremony, but the biggest thing for Harry is he likes the feeling of being important. Without the monarchy, his narcissism has been giving him jip. The issue for Harry is his brother, William. The King of Cups is crossing over. It's in reverse. he wants to kind of weave his way back in before William becomes king, because he sees his father, unfortunately, as a weak mark. That means his father gives in to him more. And I don't believe that King Charles will give in to him, but William, he knows for a fact, will not have anything to do with him. We have the Three of Swords underneath. He knows this will cause some hurt to William and the king, but he's said it anyway. Why? Because he's a douche canoe. Four of Swords above, it's in reverse. I think he's done his little spell work, got in his little priestess of whatever, Doria, whatever, and they think, like, he's thinking a lot about his inheritance. He's got another 20 years, possibly 30 years before the next round of royal babies. The Four of Swords in reverse. He's thinking about his father's mortality here. And he's knowing that he wants to stake a claim. That's why you've got the Sussex.com or whatever it is. He wants to try and do some ownership with them. The Nine of Wands. He went about all of this. The Nine of Wands is in reverse. He went over people's barriers. He was told not to come, but he got on the plane and he went anyway. He knows for a fact that they can't shut the door in his face at Clarence House. They can't do all of these things to him because that will make the monarchy look churlish and mean-spirited and all that kind of stuff. He knew if he turned up, someone would have to see him. And he went over other people's boundaries, other people's itineraries. The king is a very busy man. All of that stuff because he felt entitled to it. No wonder William didn't want to see him. We have the Seven of Swords. They are going to further try and confuse and make lies and probably hear about meetings. In fact, he said in that cringeworthy interview that I'll never tell the details of my father's illness and prognosis to anyone. The prognosis at the start of technically chemo, no one knows. No one knows what's going to really happen. The fact he said that is worrisome. It's a foreshadowing of something. And I don't mean something bad. I mean, he's going to spin around in his little mind. God's honest, I really hope they haven't told him the truth. I hope they've told him a half-truth and a bit of a lie. Because this man is not to be trusted. He got told no. There's the Ace of Swords. He knows he got told no. This is the part of the spread. I need to go through what each bit of the spread means again, don't I? But this is what is on his mind. This is what was underneath it all. He got told no. He doesn't like being told no. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Jog on, he was told. We don't need your help. We're all right. There's the Knight of Swords surrounding him. you know what this is all about? It's to remind everybody that he is a king's son and that he's really important, and also really, really important. And you guys have to pay for his protection because he's super duper important. The second son, the one with ginger hair and an unfortunate haircut. There's the Knight of Wands. And there's a burden lifted. Something's going to get taken away from him. So he can't say there's a burden. I think there's something coming out soon, guys. The Knight of Swords surrounding him. This is all about the swords, of course, or the armed services, as well as relating to air signs. And that is my no card. He got told no. So what does he do? He tries to Uno reverse it. But just in case you didn't think I was sincere, guys, I'm going to say on a TV interview with Superman's son, because that's more believable. Dear me. My goodness. He got told no. Absolutely. Told the jog on. But there was an ending. There was a completion here. There was a taking off. He can't be a little rage potato forever. And he's not going to be a rage potato forever, because at some point in the next 10 years or so, he's going to fall off this mortal coil if he keeps going like he's going. He's thinking he's doing this big trick. He was never told no. No. Do you want us to have a look where Megan is in all of this? Did you notice she didn't do any speaking all the way through in Griftus? Or Rage Tomato? Yeah, he is a bit red. She didn't do anything other than wearing ridiculous gloves and looking like she was about to invade Poland. Yeah, I think the king said, "Don't bother." Don't call us, we'll call you. Hey, Judy, love. Hello, everyone who's come in and chat while I've been chatting. Let us have a look. How did Megsy? Those gloves were an homage to a dishwashing soap campaign. They did, didn't they? If the Prince and Princess Wales were part of it, they would have worn branded clothing. Yeah, this is so true. And you were completely correct, Josie. If it was the Prince and Princess of Wales doing that or turning up to a sporting event, they usually wear the team colours and stuff. Let's have a look at Megsy. Does she want Harry to return to the royal family? Knight of Wands again. The Knight of Wands is there as well. And the Knight of Wands was on the king's mind. This is why I like doing multiple layers. So the Knight of Wands was on the king's mind. The Knight of Wands is what in the place that Harry's hopes and fears are. The Knight of Wands is here at the center of it all. Megsy is a fire sign. This is purely something that is coming from her. What's crossing over? 10 of Cups in reverse. Look, this 10 of Cups in reverse has been coming out for the longest time. This is them not liking the fact that they don't have any stable relationships in the family. So Megsy only has Doris, and Harry currently only has Doris. That's it. That's all they've got, Doris. So all of this, oh look, we're nice and forgiving and da 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 da. It's just so nobody criticizes them for not having their families sorted and getting on with each other and stuff. Yeah, basically, King of Swords underneath. It's to make Megsy look better, that she's not some kind of home wrecker on tour. She doesn't like people thinking she's less than anything else. And to be honest, this chick is not going to jump on a plane to go to Mexico to see Mr. Markle Sr. So she's got a lot of nerve to try and get the dumb prince to go and irritate his elderly, sorry guys, I know some of you are at the same age, his elderly father, who's recently had a big operation, well, not a big operation, he's recently had an operation, and he's just found out he's got the C word. The King of Swords underneath. It's in reverse. There's some dodgy contracts. There's some contracts they're wanting to get signed. They are wanting to do some deals, and they need to get their star back up there. The 10 of Cups in reverse crossing over is hurting her star. And Megsy can't take a joke, but what she's completely serious about, apart from herself, is her status and what other people think of her. Yeah. The 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords in reverse. 7 of Swords, we might be getting another visit from the dumb prince really soon. The 6 of Swords is in reverse, so it's suggesting to me that Harry is going to try and land on these shores really soon. I know he's threatened it, but I've got a feeling it might be sooner than later. The reason why is the 7 of Swords there. It suggests to me the 7 of Swords here is he is trying to take something and everybody's not wise to it. What he's trying to do is, through everyone else's upset and misery, is relaunch and rebrand himself. He'll be traveling alone though. What's on Megsy's mind? Money. And hope. This is their big relaunch. I've never in my entire life known people who are going to relaunch themselves every 5 minutes because they're that blooming incompetent. The star is surrounding. She's really hopeful. She's really, really hopeful that something will get launched from all of this, H. It's just going to be amazing. We'll be famous again, H. We'll be famous and loved and blah, blah, blah. The Ace of Pentacles, there's a deal here. There's money. There's money to be made. There's something with all of this. There's a cash in. And Megsy is all about the Benjamins. Two of Pentacles, she just wants to see like there's a change in their fortunes, change how they're handling things, and maybe more work will come in. But what's this? We have the High Priestess, the Hierophant in reverse. They're going to come up against it. They're possibly going to sling some more ish at the royal family later this year. I think they were offered. I think they have been offered to step in, but only on the pretext Harry for his ego. Megsy, she's after some money. She's after some money. Yes, she's got supermodel on her CV too. Let us have a look. Let us do some more readings, because there is a few more things we can read on. There's loads more things we can read on. There's a few more Megsy. Yeah, he's not going to be allowed near Catherine, that's for sure. Are you and Moya fighting, Raven? I can't believe that. You guys